Hello, Work Shoot Show fans. Welcome to another episode. It is a jam-packed episode. It's Royal Rumble weekend. Me and Pete obviously have to do our predictions. We got to talk a little AEW because shit's been going down. And of course, we got to talk WWE because shit's been going down. But as always, joining me, our other host, Mr. Peter McGinn. Pete, how you doing, brother?
Hey, doing well. It's been a minute since we've done an episode. A lot has gone on. A lot has gone on today.
Yes, sir.
So looking forward to talking some wrestling.
Yes, sir. 100%. I'm trying to see, is the Royal Rumble card out? Like, I don't know if we got all the matches.
We got a few matches. By a few, I mean two, if I'm not mistaken. We got Champ and Kevin Owens and Logan Paul.
Yeah, so we have the two Rumbles and the triple threat. I mean, that's 4 matches.
I mean, it makes sense if each Rumble's like almost an hour long.
You think we're gonna get another one? Like, not to jump ahead of our predictions, but like, I don't know if they're gonna announce one on SmackDown.
We announce another match. There's probably maybe like pre-show matches.
Yeah, because like
I could see that, but
I don't know if you've been watching the E, but I've been religiously watching, and I don't know if there's like another feud that's big enough to like. I think they're about to do the tag team titles on SmackDown for the women. Like, not that those shits matter. DIY is about to win on Raw next week. That's not going to be on the Rumble. So it's like, well, damn. There's no other matches really for us, unless Gunther doesn't have a person. They didn't build Jey Uso. It's still early. Like,
nah, Gunther's winning the Rumble, baby.
Oh, well, let's not jump ahead. All righty. Well, that I just had to ask. All right, well, we got our card. We'll do our predictions in a little bit. Oh, let's just start off with the negative. Let's get the negative out the way. Yo, that Vince McMahon shit was just a bomb. Let me say, I feel so horrible for those victims. For the girl, Janelle Grant, and like anybody else that was involved in this, because I'm sure it's not just her.
Oh, she got so taken advantage of. It's like, you know, when she introduced to Vince is when she lost both of her parents.
Jeez.
In a position where she's looking for a new job, and then this billionaire dude is like, you know, showers her with gifts and all this stuff, and like makes it seem like he's a somewhat good person, and it was all for
fake. And
it was just
show.
Like grooming her into some like whatever that some toy for them to use.
Did she? Okay, so I didn't get this. Did she think she was gonna wrestle?
No, I think she was like
Oh, okay. So she
like
was
a PR person or something.
Like she worked in the company, so she had a company
she worked
job.
in like the office, like the corporate headquarters. I think.
Ooh, see,
because there was reports of like that stuff happening during work hours. So they were like, like in office rooms and stuff. Like,
see, it just turned my So I thought
it was tough to read.
So I read all the text messages. I didn't read like all of the WSJ report. But I read all the text messages and I read like other things. But I didn't know. I thought this whole time she was a wrestler.
No, so
he was using his power against her, saying like, "If you do this, I'll let you wrestle." That sort of shit. But the fact that she was corporate, both are shitty. But I saw it from that. The corporate thing makes it crazy that was happening in the office during the day. That's even worse. That's crazy.
There might be some other information that I didn't read that might be true, but from my understanding, it seemed like she was working in the corporate office.
Oh no, I trust you. Because you probably read more than me. I trust that. This was my just thinking the whole time.
Sure.
Like but then the Brock Lesnar piece, I read that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
like he can't wrestle anymore for the E. He can't after that, bro. That's I know we didn't get to talk about Chris Jericho. And like, I don't know what to believe with that situation because the journalist had beef with Chris and it wasn't a smear campaign. Is it true? Whatever. But this is just bad. And people didn't want Chris to wrestle at AEW.
Yep. No. Yeah. This is like, damn it. They have the text. They have everything. Like, even if like Vince already has these accusations from the past before, like, he like raped somebody in like a limousine. Like, this isn't like the first time we heard something Vince McMahon did was something like terrible against another human, especially a woman. And it's like, when I read stuff like this, it's like, I absolutely believe that he did this. Like,
and then
I have no reason not
thing,
to.
It makes me believe Terry's allegation against Brock.
Yeah, Brock they're just all
pieces
of
shit.
They live in their own world where like, you're a billionaire. It's like the Epstein shit where like he felt like he was invincible and do whatever he wants.
Like if you were Vince's guy, it's like. And see, wait, Pete, I was telling you my conspiracy theory about Stephanie leaving. I don't know if I'm going to dive into that in the pod, but just thought of this. Brock walked out of WWE because they were kicking Vince out, bro. All of that seems sketchy now. All of that whole month of Stephanie, Nick Khan, and Triple H plotting to get Vince out because of the first WSJ, the initial quote unquote going to do an investigation. The investigation comes back clean, but Vince still gets kicked out. Brock Lesnar leaves. Vince gets new board people to vote for him back in. Yep. Stephanie quits. I mean, all of that just seems like they found out, but Stephanie was giving her parents grace. And like I told you, that's finding out about your parent. I'm not excusing what she did. I'm just saying I can understand where she's coming from if that even happened. And this is my conspiracy theory, all allegedly. But if that was the thing, because think about her speech, think about everything that just happened leading up to that. It just seems like they found out and they just didn't want to, they were a private company. They just didn't want to put that shit out.
Exactly. Yeah. It's tough when it's your dad, someone that you probably looked up to your entire life.
Your entire life, man. And now you get he's the worst.
You get this damning information where it's like the person.
It changes you.
Yeah.
It changes you.
The person who you thought your dad was is not who he is at all. Like who he was maybe around you, like you're his daughter, like treated you differently. But like from everything that I'm reading, Vince is just an absolute scum. He's a manipulator. He's a groomer.
He's a person who abuses power.
Yeah, like this dude needs to go to prison. He needs to get hit by a bus. He needs to get his quads torn again. Like
this is Weinstein level shit, man.
No, he
gotta go to jail. Yeah, like this is bad.
This is honestly that same level where
for real.
You're knowingly taking advantage of somebody like this. You're knowing what you're doing, and you don't even view them as a person. Like
and you're making her have
it's inhumane
interactions with other workers in the company.
Yeah.
It's not just you. Like, you're not just taking advantage of the situation. You're using your power to say, look how powerful I am, that I can get y'all some. That's crazy, bro. That's why I say he's 100% an abuser of power. Like, just God, and all the things you said, like 100%. But that's enough of that. Y'all know how we feel. As more information is released, because I think as more information is released, we'll have to probably have a conversation about Triple H and Stephanie. That'll be really interesting. I'm just saying that, and like TKO, where does this go? Like, if you're TKO, do you get rid of everybody? Like, you clean house, but who books the show at that point? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's. Man, yeah, I think the next couple of weeks is going to be really interesting to see how this shapes up. Like,
does The Rock?
No, The Rock can't book.
Let me just give you the ultimate
Shawn Michaels.
Deep wing. Oh, yeah, you're right. But nah, bro, you're not telling me. Hell no, Pete. You're not telling me Triple H knew and Shawn didn't know?
I don't know. Shawn's in Tampa.
Yeah, but that's his boy. Like, those two dudes definitely talk. Nah,
I got best friends that I don't share everything with, so I don't know how.
But like, they went through some deep shit. They went through
I haven't seen Shawn's name been floating around in anything.
No, me neither.
But right now, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he doesn't know anything.
He has the most benefit of the doubt. But to that point, Shawn could be booking. I don't know how deep it's gonna get, but this is crazy. TKO, man, y'all bought a fucking bomb.
Or they bought it at the bet because now they can maybe get full control over whatever they want to do with it. Like,
true, they might have put some Succession shit.
Yeah.
Like,
this is all deep ploy to like.
But that was my other conspiracy. Like, what if The Rock, because The Rock just joined the board? What if he knew this shit was coming? Like, what if he this is my time, Dwayne?
I think there's a little difference between that and them getting $500 million a year from Netflix.
True.
Because now I think The Rock is going to be on TV a good amount now. Because with him on the board, he probably has a stake in this now. Mm-hmm. Where his name recognition will drive numbers, and then he drives numbers, he makes money.
You brought up pretty much the next thing I want to talk about, the Netflix thing, but the fact that The Rock went on ESPN and was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be around more, but I like to do long builds." That makes me think like he came on to like. I think this is going to be Cena and Roman. I mean, a Cena and Rock Part 2, essentially with Roman. I don't think this is going to happen at WrestleMania. No. I definitely think they're going to take the year to build all the way up from this point until next year, and they're gonna kick off the Netflix deal with The Rock. The Rock's gonna probably challenge Roman on the Netflix the day the shit transfers towards to that Netflix.
100%. The first time that it's on Netflix is gonna be. I'm not gonna say WrestleMania levels in terms of like the event that they're at, but the booking is going to be insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. And like, let me ask you, because this was before the Vince stuff came out, I was almost certain of this, but now it's just weird, man. It's weird. I was thinking because it's on Netflix, you don't have to abide by FCC guidelines and USA standards. Like we could get a mature, or let me not say a mature, but we could get Attitude Era like PG-13 essentially.
I think it's all going to depend on how, like, what's driving the numbers essentially. So like, you know, when you look at TV ratings now, like hour 1, hour 2, hour 3 in TV ratings, like. Okay, did we have the biggest spike in hour 1 because it's the first hour and more people watch the first hour? Or did more people watch hour 3 because of the main events? And then like those are, I think that's what's going to drive it. So if we see something like what am I trying to say? Like if the numbers are dictated by like the people or the content, like if it's like, you know, the old school days where it's like bra and panty matches, are those driving numbers? Because if they are, they're going to be doing more bra and panty matches.
Yeah.
So on Netflix, it's like, okay, are people, I guess, and now it's like they probably has video on demand with it too. So,
and see, that's my thing. We're going to be able to watch old Raw episodes. Like, this is crazy. My question is, because I saw this was also put in this, not only about the rating of the show, how will the ads work? Because I went to Raw this past week and they build in ad breaks to the show. Like, they build those in. And so Netflix is saying, you can either pay for an ad-free version or you can keep your version or whatever and get ads. So my question to you is, if I am the ad, who do they make the show for? The ad-free person or the ad person? And if you're making it for the ad person, does the ad-free person, what do they see while there's supposedly no ad? Are they going to see WWE shit?
I think it'd just be delayed. Where it's just like, you know, they run the ad and they just go back to where they were left off.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that the delay, like, the ad version is delayed. That's exactly.
And I think that they can make money elsewhere as well. So like right now around like the ring posts or around like the lower level,
they don't have
put
like
ads. You can put ads there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Facts.
And like there's ways to make money from ads. I think they'll just do like the
delayed,
not like a picture in picture, but like a delay. Where it's like, we'll return to regularly scheduling programming in 60 seconds. Here's some ads on toilet paper.
Yeah, and that's what the ad version people will get. Well, meanwhile, the ad free just watch the show through.
Yep, just throughout. And then like, you know, the ad people finish the show 10 minutes later because of the ads or something.
Yeah, okay. That was definitely what I was thinking, because I was like, man, are they gonna force the ad people to watch WWE ads? Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Very interested in that. But yeah, big week in wrestling. I think this whole thing, Netflix is doing this just to get your thoughts real quick, because you're from the anime sphere. You see them doing live drops of One Piece. They're getting ready to do WWE. I think Netflix is getting ready to do a whole bunch of live premieres, and like, it's going to just be cable on streaming, bro.
No, for sure. And I think it's still 10 years out from now, but that's when the NFL contract runs out too. NFL contract runs out in 2033.
And you can present this to the NFL like, hey, we handle WWE's live events. Why not take that? And then also, if you're Netflix, you got to look, we might get UFC when their contract goes up, because we already have a deal with TKO.
Yeah, so I think it'll be an interesting shakeup if you want to be a cord cutter. But then it wouldn't surprise me down the road if Netflix is like $40 a month.
It's gonna be, bro. That like all of this shit. I feel like at first the people scammed them by like getting all the free content for like $4, but I think they've finally realized how to monetize this and like fuck us.
Yep. I think it'll be like YouTube TV, but with on-demand stuff as well. And
facts. Even though YouTube TV does have on-demand stuff right now, it's just cable on-demand shit, though, you know. So like, but to your point, like, this will be real. But enough of that. That just wanted to get Pete's thoughts on that, because he definitely pays attention to that shit as well. So what's been your thoughts of AEW before we go into our preview of the Rumble? Did you like the hook match? Are you liking the swerve push at Hangman Adam Page? There's a lot of stuff going on in AEW with no Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yep. It's a new I don't want to say era, but we're entering in this new phase of
The
AEW.
Samoa Joe age.
Yeah, I'll be intrigued to see how long he holds it for. I do think he's a great champion. I don't think he's gonna last like MJF. It wouldn't surprise me if he loses in like 3 months, but it's been good. The one thing that I'm just like really invested in right now is the Bang Bang Gang and the Acclaimed. Like what
They
I think
helped him the
that
other night.
I think this will be a great step. Like Bang Bang Gang is 100% turning on them. I think I think makes sense if they merge the ROH and AEW trios titles into one.
Yeah.
And I think that's just the route they're gonna go. But I do like how it's like they're playing face right now. And it's like, nah, they're gonna
Yeah,
stab you in the
that's
back.
not gonna last. Like
Bang Bang Gang playing face? I don't think so.
yeah, that is not gonna last. But that's good because they can beat him, retire Daddy Ass, so we can send the Acclaim back to the tag team division.
Oh,
Like,
Daddy Ass are looking good.
I know he is, and I love him, but like, I just want the Acclaim to go back to tag teamers because I feel like we don't get as much Caster and Bowens. I feel like Daddy Ass kind of leads them.
I think I have no problem with the Acclaims as trios right now. I think they're a really good. I mean, they already were. The belts were already solidified with House of Black.
Facts.
I love them as a trios champ. And
That was
the
a great
Acclaim,
story.
yeah, and the Acclaim with Daddy Ass has been great too. But I think the most invested I am is when Bang Bang Gang stabs him in the back because when I don't even remember the last time I was invested in a trio's storyline, essentially, like ever.
It's
Like
I
this is
mean this
great.
might be more investing in the 7-game series with Pac and the Elite. Like
Yeah,
that was probably the last time I was invested in like a triples.
That's a good point. Yeah,
That
so
or House of Black versus the Acclaim, like you said. Those are the only two other times I can say I was invested in a triple storyline.
but like FTR and Daniel Garcia, love them both. I'm not
Don't give a damn.
don't care. The new Bucks, the new Bucks, the young Bucks, like new look and what they're doing.
Do you like that?
Okay, it's okay.
The CM Punk shots, they're coming.
I'm gonna let them cook right now. You know,
because they're cooking. They're for sure cooking.
The oven's preheating right now. I want to see how it finishes cooking.
They're chopping up their mirepoix.
Yeah. So there's a couple things. The Samoa Joe thing, I did like how they kind of like brought out like Hook and Swerve.
I like the Hook
Hangman.
storyline.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like right now, I'd say it's good. I'm not like fully invested, but I am with Bang Bang Gang. So
okay, so you're invested with Bang Bang Gang. I am as well because I'm Team Jay White. I want to see him succeed
all day
to prove our point wrong last year that he should have went to WWE. Even though I still think
he kind of should have.
Yeah, me too. There's nothing that's changing that because I feel like he wanted to go with Triple H and be his heel. Because if you notice, WWE's missing a heel. They're missing Jay White. Like literally, and they made AJ Styles turn to heel. That shit not gonna work. Like it's old man AJ. Like I'm not buying. Mm-hmm. Besides Roman and Gunther, because I gotta give my boy G his props. There's no real true heel there, and like that was gonna be Jay White.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
But I'm invested in that. I am invested in Hangman Adam Page, Swerve, and Joe, and whatever they're gonna build Hook to, because Tony Khan can't let that Hook momentum fall because Joe gave him a blessing, man. Joe made him look like this. If it wasn't me, this guy would have kicked my ass. Like if I'm not Samoa Joe, I lose this match. But I'm still light years ahead. But he can get there. Yep. My thing is, I feel like you have Hangman lose. I feel like Hangman has to lose. I'm sorry. You don't put
I agree.
I do not want to see Hangman win and then get Swerve versus Hangman 3 and just have him. No. You have him lose the first time, so it shows to Swerve like, oh shit, Hangman lost, and you build a little doubt in his mind, and if he beats him, Hangman's like, what the fuck? He beats him, and then that way when you set up the rematch, there's more stakes.
Yeah, you know what I would love right now with Hangman is a heel turn, like a really big
and then that way, because Swerve's basically a baby. It's coming, man. The babyface Swerve turn, you flop him.
Yeah, I think that'd be great because I mean, Nana is such a face. Nana is not a heel.
No,
like he doesn't cheat as like his lackey. He just dances.
Yeah,
like it's already set up for him to be a face, and he's so fucking over. It's insane.
Yeah,
when I went to Dynamite, like he was the loudest crowd reaction by 100 decibels. Like he was on a
I
whole
could
other
believe it.
level.
I could believe it. That was like at Raw. It was Punk and Cody. Oh
Yep.
man, that was. I didn't even
Yeah,
tell you
you
about
gotta
that.
tell me about that.
That shit was crazy. Like
That was a good promo.
look, just real quick. So Punk comes out, he wins the initial pop.
Yeah.
But after me and a couple others start booing old Pepsi Phil,
Yeah.
and he gets boos, he looks back. I'm like, oh shit, he's looking at this just vicinity, this area of booing him. And then we start a Cody chant. And I think the Cody chants by the end outweighed the Punk chants. That shit was crazy though.
Because he came as dad. That was the thing. However, that line was sick. Where he's like, I'm more of the American dream than you are, or whatever.
I was like, wow.
God damn.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot. And then for Cody to come back, I'm Cody, the real CM. You know he was saving that exit interview. Just he was gonna use it again.
That was a great opener. That was so much fun. I don't remember the last time I had a opener like that in a minute. That was great.
But you enjoyed your time at Dynamite before we get to our Rumble preview.
Went to Dynamite. I also did an indie show
in
Minneapolis as well.
How was that?
It was called First Wrestling. It was WrestlePalooza. It's the indie Wrestlemania essentially here in Minnesota. So Orange Cassidy was there.
Oh shit.
Darius Martin was here.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's any other like kind of big names. A lot of like Minnesota people, Midwest people. Absolute blast. The last match was legit like a 5-star match. It was like 3 luchadors versus Darius Martin and then 2 Minnesota guys, and it was insane. It was like PWG stuff where like they were like doing top rope stuff over into the crowd and shit. It was nuts. Damn. It was
I bet that was wild. Did you see someone bleed? Because you know they'd be bleeding in the indies.
I mean, some people got banged up, but there was no like blood sport or anything like that.
Nothing like that. Okay, but still jumping in the crowd. That sounds
fun. It was great.
You're gonna I got New Orleans. That those guys invited me to. Those guys who followed us invited me to indie show. I need to go check one of those out.
You should. It's a different because like everybody there is because like when you go to Raw, you know, you have like your family, the families are there with their kids,
facts
and stuff like that. But then you also have like greasy old dudes and stuff. Like it's a whole thing. At these events, it's like everybody's there for the same reason. Everybody has like at least above average passion for wrestling.
Okay,
so, like, the crowds are hotter, the chants are louder. I feel like the wrestlers show off more in the smaller, like these more intimate venues than something like a Raw, where like Orange Cassidy was going. I mean, he's such a good wrestler, but like he was going off. He had like a speech at the end of it, like how like indie wrestling, if it wasn't for like these type of events, he'd never be where he was.
That's hype. You got to see OC. That's hard.
I was front row. I was like 10 feet away from him. That was sick. Yeah, we went like an hour, we were like an hour before the first match started. So we got front row. It was like all general admission. So
hell yeah,
first come, first serve, and we were like the 9th people in the venue.
Okay, yeah, see. Yeah, you're convincing me. Okay,
especially like you can check out like it's really cool to see like local talent because like that's where like Top Flight started. Like,
yeah, true.
When they're 18, 19. Like, and they still come back to these every
I'm sure year. The thing that I'm probably going to go to is probably where Ricky Stark started in New Orleans.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know, maybe you'll see these dudes on like an AEW dark match in like 3 years when they swing through and stuff like that. And
true.
Or NXT. Who knows where it goes from there, especially like, at least for me, Minnesota breeds so many good wrestlers. Like we're a pretty prominent wrestling state. So like, you never know who's the next people up. Like, yeah, I mean, like we had Vergania and Ric Flair and all these people, like
Shelton Benjamin,
Brock Lesnar.
That's the one I thought of first, and I was like, let me keep that. Let's not show him the love. So I was like, let me go show him. And now we have Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, we got Top Flight, and you know a lot of people on the come up. I think Billy Starks is from Minnesota.
Oh, she's amazing.
So like it's just like a really fun, interesting
scene
come up where like are these people the next people up? Like it'll be fun to see.
Hell yeah. All right, so I thought we were gonna get to the Rumble thing, but I gotta ask you one thing because this is big. Where's Okada going? Like so much stuff has happened.
I think he's gonna go the Shinsuke route, go to NXT.
You did, okay, so you do buy into that because I saw the NXT reports. I was like, damn, they're gonna send Okada to NXT. I don't really get that, but like, I'm gonna let Paul and Sean cook because Okada is a big Sean fan. So maybe he might not. I don't see him being in NXT long.
I don't either. The only thing is, I think they want like the promo material in NXT to advertise for like Raw. So like the difference between like Okada and Shinsuke. So when Shinsuke left New Japan, like he was like the number 3 guy.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he was a big deal, but he wasn't the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okada is the guy.
And he's 30. I thought he was older than 36.
36, yeah.
He's in his prime.
He is the face of New Japan Pro Wrestling. We have never had the face of a Japanese company. We've had them come over and do matches and stuff,
but not like
this. So this is a massive deal. I think that they want him to get exposure to NXT, so they have like promo stuff and vignettes and stuff like that ready for him. So when he does go to Raw, then
you don't fumble him like Shinsuke.
Great. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. But I hope they Rainmaker would work incredible in the United States. Keep his Rainmaker persona. Do not change it. And yeah, I mean,
keep his name.
Keep his name. And like when he comes to like Raw or SmackDown, you can have him fight people like Ricochet, where the chemistry is gonna be so good.
AJ Styles.
Oh my god, please. Oh.
Like even Cody, like people Okada's worked with.
But yeah, it all depends on, I guess, if they want him to. I think he should be a top star. He's got the look for it, especially with the blonde hair. The blonde hair's in. So
look, worst case,
jacked.
Tag team titles with Shinsuke.
No, that's such an that's such a WWE.
Yeah. That's why
the Kabuki Warriors. They're both Japanese. Duh. Like
they'd call them Chaos, or can they? Or is that that's that
New Japan? That's
you can't say that. Call them but it's just like trouble.
You're from Latin America. You're in the Latin World Order. Like everybody who's
the black guys are with the black guys.
Black guys with the black guys. It's just like that's a WWE thing. You're not allowed to mix and match unless you're fucking what's his name. I guess if you're an Olympic wrestler, because you have like American Alpha and then Shelton Benjamin and the other dude.
Yeah. No facts.
Yeah, so if you're a wrestler, you can do whatever. But I guess other than that, like if whatever race, like Imperium, it's just like
Judgment Day is actually the only mixed
Judgment Day. That's a good one. That's a good mix.
Yeah, that's the only that's the only mix we got. So okay, I just had to ask you about Okada because your boy seems like he's gonna go to the E.
That will. I mean, that's must watch television.
Do you want Cena to come out and fight him?
No, I want him and Dragunov. Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I'd pay $1,000. I'd pay $100 to watch that match.
Okay, so you want to stick to him besides Dragunov, like the people at like Raw and stuff. You want to keep it or SmackDown, keep him like AJ, Ricochet, Shinsuke, Cody.
I mean, I think Okada is belt worthy. I don't think he's belt worthy in the United States to beat like Roman, but when Roman drops the belt and maybe Cody wins it, I could see Okada being Cody.
Look, he could be one of the people because, like, I got to get my Randy Orton storyline first because I truly think I felt like the report that was put out by SmackDown this week.
I saw that.
I think that's a swerve. I think that's to swerve us. But I don't think. All right, let's get into our predictions.
Well, you want to talk about what that report was?
Yeah. Okay. So the report was from SI. It was from some guy. I don't even know his name. But he basically reported that WWE is not going with Cody Rhodes in the main event, and he's gonna not finish his story. And they're looking. His report was saying probably Roman Rock. But my thing is, I think The Rock's interview fully disputes that because there's no way we can build to Rock and Roman in 2 months.
I think you could. I think you could really easily.
You could, but I don't know if that's the best business move.
Sports Illustrated has also been sued for using AI to write articles and then attaching authors' names to people
because they were getting shut down. Yeah, I don't know if this guy exists. I saw people talking about that in the wrestling community.
Yeah, so like anything that Sports Illustrated is Sports Illustrated, I'll put that in quotation marks.
They don't even exist anymore.
Always take it with a grain of salt. Like
facts.
Until I see it, I do not believe it. So
facts. I feel, and even if it is true, I feel like this is a swerve because this Rumble is very much, I'm sorry, it's a 3-man Rumble.
I think it's a 2-man Rumble.
And we could talk about that.
Sure.
I think it's between, and I'm interested when we get to hear what you think. I think it's between Gunther, CM Punk, and Cody.
I think they'll do another thing with Gunther where he Okay, so I think either Gunther is going to come out first again and beat his own record again, which would be incredible, or he comes out like 29th.
And that I think the last 4, he will be the 3. And the 4th guy, whoever it is, maybe Drew McIntyre, maybe Shinsuke.
Yeah, Drew makes sense.
I don't think either of those matter. I think it comes down to Gunther, CM Punk, and Cody. And I think Punk wins.
Wow.
Yeah, I know I jumped the gun, but we can get into predictions like after this. We go to the next one. I think Punk wins because I think Cody wins at Elimination Chamber. I think because Punk is a Raw thing, we're gonna get a SmackDown Elimination Chamber to see who faces Roman at WrestleMania, and I think Cody wins that.
Wow.
Give him hard times. You got to finish it up, and you set up SummerSlam that way because let me tell you. You remember my Randy pitch at Survivor Series? I think I was too early because Randy gave him a look, but he still loved him. But if Cody barges his way after Randy loses this triple threat, and I hope he gets screwed over, it makes it even better. I hope Randy gets dusted and screwed over because when Cody barges his way, uses politics, shit. If you want, let's even talk. Well, hey, friend, Nick Aldis. They have a relationship. Cody uses everything, all of his chips to get in the Elimination Chamber. Randy's going to be pissed. Randy's going to be like, bro, what the fuck? I've been working my ass over here. You're in Raw. You didn't get it done, buddy. You lost the Rumble. That's not my fucking fault.
Yep.
And then they beef in the Elimination Chamber. Cody wins. Randy plots his revenge for SummerSlam.
Okay. I do like that. So you're going Punk to win, right?
I'm going Punk to win.
Okay, I'm going Cody.
Okay.
Damn. It was just funny to say. Look how the tides have turned between us.
Yeah, I hope you're right. Like, because that makes it easier.
The fact that he's on the video game title, like on the game, it'd be so dumb for him not to win.
The message of the game is finish the story. That is the tagline of he's the face of the WWE. Let's call a spade a spade. He needs the belt. Now, okay, so you think he's going to win the Rumble. Either way, both of us have him go and fight Roman. But
yeah, because I think after Roman loses, I think Roman also loses at WrestleMania.
And I think that helps the Rock storyline.
I think that Roman not defending his belt and stuff like that is bad for business. I think that if he wants time off, this is the perfect time to give it to him. Cody's hot. He's on the cover of the video game. Might as well give it to him. And then you could set up Cody and Punk for SummerSlam, or Elimination Chamber or whatever.
Give it to me later.
Have Punk win Elimination Chamber and then fight Cody at SummerSlam or whatever the timeline is. I forgot, but
have him win Money in the Bank. So you think okay? So my situation has Punk winning to face Seth. Does your situation still have Punk facing Seth?
No, Punk facing Cody.
No, I'm saying at WrestleMania. Who do you think?
Well, I gotta find out what's up with Seth's knee. I don't even know if he's gonna wrestle or not.
Well, he said he's in New Orleans at Raw. He said he's not getting the surgery, and he said he's rehabbing to where he can do WrestleMania.
Okay,
so
that would be interesting.
That came out his mouth too.
Gotcha.
At the show.
Yeah, because I don't think Seth is going to be at the Rumble. I mean, he may be able to show up, but
no, he's not. He's not doing a match. No,
he's not doing a match.
That's why I think if Punk went, and let me tell you from a business perspective as well, the reason why I'm with you on the Punk thing, I think that could be WrestleMania next year. But I think if Cody wins Roman's belt, he's going to Fox. And you need a main event star for Raw. I think that's Punk.
Okay, I could see that.
And then at WrestleMania next year, you have Punk drop it to maybe Gunther, or before WrestleMania, you have Punk drop it to Gunther, and then you do the Punk Cody Rhodes.
That means Gunther has to lose his belt first.
Yeah, which I think is going to Jey Uso. So
main event Jey. Yeah, I think Cody would be the face. I in my mind, I see Cody the face of SmackDown, Punk the face of Raw.
Raw, yeah, I'm with you. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree 100%.
But I also think that you don't take it off of Seth anytime soon. I still think he's
Ooh,
red
you want
hot.
Super Seth to keep it? Okay.
I don't want him to lose yet. No, I think he's
Okay.
great. No, I think he's really good. But I guess I haven't really played it out super far in advance. But I think Cody goes. I think Cody's the first entrance, and he goes the entire.
That's what I was about. Okay, so that was my next question to you, because if you have him winning, he can't come out 30 again.
Nah,
You
I
think
think
he's doing
one.
Superman? Yeah.
I think he's one or two.
Okay. I think he should be one.
I think it would be really sick if you had Cody and Punk go 1-2.
Ooh, that
And
would be
you could
that'd
have
be
them
nice.
staying there for a very long time, both like
I would be down with that.
club each other all day.
Or Cody Gunther 1-2. I could be down with that too.
Yeah, I would like that, but good. Yeah.
He could break his record. He could break, instead of having Cody break it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different storylines you can go with.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so those are our winners of the men's rumble. Pete has Cody. I have CM Punk. Damn, I feel like this is the one I'm gonna lose to. Like, ugh. But I just don't. My elimination chamber thing. Just that I'm sticking to that theory. So okay, let's do the women's rumble, which is a freaking toss up. But is it really? Because I think they're trying to get us Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania.
I don't want Becky I feel like she's always like the insert when you don't have somebody to build up to. It's just throw Becky in there.
They should. What they should do, if they had balls, they would let Bayley win it.
That's my number 2 pick.
Like, that's who I really want to win. Like, I don't know if I'm picking that for our stuff, but like, if they had balls, they would let Bayley win so Damage Control can have all the belts.
I mean, I would love that if they actually did something with Damage Control. Yeah, that would be incredible. I'm gonna base it off of my pick for the men's. I'm gonna do the same thing for women. I'm picking Bianca just because she's
on the cover.
She's on the cover.
Man.
Like it makes perfect sense for marketing to have your champions on the cover of your games. So.
And then have at WrestleMania Rhea win, Bianca win, and Cody, the faces of WWE.
Yep.
Oh man, you're probably right. I feel like I'm gonna lose this one. I'm going Becky. I just because that just the Rhea setup, but to your point, I feel like they can still put Becky in WrestleMania versus Rhea because they're both on Raw. Like, it's like that is very much so possible.
I agree. I think you can go multiple ways, but just from like a marketing perspective, I think it makes the most sense to me.
Have Bianca win.
Why have the person on your cover of your game not be the champion? At least for like, she can lose down the road or something like that. But when this game is coming out, I forgot what day it was, but like, you want your champions, or you want John Cena or your champions on the front cover of your title of your game. So
no, you're right. That Pete's probably gonna beat me on these two. All right, let's pick Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, which is a lot, which isn't as easy as a pick as one would as Logan's previous matches. I'll say that.
Yeah. I don't know if there's gonna be some shenanigans. Maybe KSI shows up in a Prime suit again.
Something's gonna happen, but this isn't like Logan Paul versus Ricochet where we knew he would win. He's fighting a big dog, but I think this is going to be his first big dog victory.
Ooh.
I think Kevin Owens is putting him over.
I know Logan signed a contract.
He re-upped.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, he re-upped.
Man, that makes it really tough.
He literally dropped that. He mentioned that news before his Cena interview came out.
Oh man. Oh, I mean, I was originally going with KO. I'm gonna stick with my gut.
I see. I was going with KO until I saw the re-up news, and I was like, "Oh, he in every promo, he's like, I'm gonna show y'all that I can beat this because I've lost to Seth Rollins, Roman, I've lost to the big dogs. I'm about to get me one, and I think he's gonna beat KO. I think KO's pushing him over for a KO heel turn eventually. I think that's what that's gonna lead to.
I don't know. I feel like they might do.
Pitch me on KO because I want to hear it.
Well, I mean, KO's like you said, he's
big
a
name.
Big dog.
Yeah,
he's a big name. KO's on TV more than Logan.
True. And to that point, that tells me even more so. Okay, I got something for you. Okay. If KO wins, WrestleMania is in question. Punk probably will win the Rumble if KO wins, and let me tell you why. Because you just said it. Because SmackDown doesn't have a champion. You need Kevin Owens to be there weekly if you're gonna keep Roman's bullshit. You just need it. So I truly think if KO wins, then Cody's gonna have to win some other way. But I think if Logan Paul wins, I think we could see, the writing on the wall for Roman.
Sure. Okay. No, I get that. Yeah.
Because SmackDown doesn't have a champion. They don't right now. Because Logan's
They
not
really
there.
don't, yeah.
And I don't know how, honestly, that's the one program that I don't watch weekly from WWE. I'm more inclined to watch NXT before I'm to watch SmackDown, because SmackDown's just boring. I'm sorry. There's nothing going on. I care about Karrion Kross and Bobby Lashley and them, but they're not doing shit with them. So I'm sorry. There's nothing for me. There's nothing for those guys to fight for with no Logan there or no Roman there.
No, for sure. I guess Kevin Owens losing to Logan Paul just doesn't
feel right. No, I'm with you. That's like him. That's like Logan beating Seth. How we knew that just wasn't happening.
Yeah, it just doesn't. But I do like. I mean, if he re-up, getting a win over KO that'd be big.
Yeah, because they're setting him up to be their next star.
I can see this as a coin toss, to be honest.
This is 100%. I agree. All right, and one that's not a coin toss.
Nope, not at all.
All right, we're both picking Roman, but let's just say, if someone else were to win, who would you pick to win?
Ooh.
I think it's Randy for my.
If it was like a month and a half ago, I'd say LA Knight, but
yeah, his steam, and because there's nothing for him to do, his steam is like, I'm not gonna say he lost his overness, because he's still over shit.
He's still over.
But it's just.
I was kind of thinking like LA Knight and Logan Paul can go at it again. That'd be a fun feud.
That's the feud we need.
AJ's Jack. It's probably Randy.
That's what I would say if someone else had to win.
He was gone for like a year with injury, and he's kind of hot right now.
It's
Randy Orton. Yeah,
you get him closer to 16 if you don't want John to be the all-time winner.
Oh no, he's not. No chance.
If you want Randy to be the greatest WWE guy ever, you get him to 15. So
I think the biggest question here is who takes the pin.
Oh, I like that. AJ Styles.
See, I think it's LA Knight.
Oh man, see, okay, it first came. Okay, so when you asked that, LA Knight came into my head, but I was thinking of what you're saying about how he's over. You don't want to kill him. I don't know if you make him take the pin. What does AJ need? That's my AJ solidified. For sure. You could say the same thing about Randy, but I feel like Randy is like, you're not making Randy Orton take the fucking pin.
I'm basing this off of WWE doing stupid shit all the time.
Fair.
So like, if LA Knight takes the pin, wouldn't surprise me. Should he? Probably not. But...
Okay, since there's no other matches, let's make this our other bet. I'm gonna pick AJ.
I'll pick LA Knight.
Nice. Okay. Yep. Hell yeah. Ooh, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. It's just hopefully none of this news overshadows the Rumble. And question, this could be another bet. Do the people in the do they have a post-game press conference first? And if they do they get asked questions about it?
I'd say like a post game for like the Rumble.
The Rumble. You know how Triple H has been doing press conferences after each thing.
I'd say yes, because I think Cody's going to win, and he's so good at those.
Okay. Okay. So do you think Triple H comes out
after today?
Yeah, that's the question. That's my question. No. It's gonna be spicy.
Not after today. I think maybe yesterday I would say yes.
Yo, I'm gonna say this: if they send like Nick Khan out, something's crazy
for sure. Or maybe he just comes out by himself. I don't know.
But no. If Cody wins, I think you're right. He's coming out. He's gonna be the person that has to face as the face, baby. You got to deal with this type of shit.
Yup.
So, oh man. All right, Pete, that's pretty much everything. Tell the people where they can follow you at on social media.
Yeah, best way to follow me is my anime podcast, where you say Annie, where you say ANI on Twitter. If you're a fan of anime, you should check us out. We're doing our Anime of the Year awards here in a second, so that's going to be my favorite episode every year. So if you're a fan, check out what we had the best of in 2023.
Hell yeah. Can they still vote on your stuff? Because I know you're doing it for a good cause.
So voting ends on the 28th, this upcoming Sunday. So
okay, well, this will be out on the 26th. So
you got 2 days to vote.
Just because I know you're doing it for a good cause. The Libraries of Carolina.
Yeah, it's called the Carolina Manga Library. They are a traveling manga and graphic novel library that goes to like cons and like public events where people can access that content for free. It helps like communities and stuff like that that maybe don't have access to it. So it's a really cool cause, and yeah, I'm happy to help.
Hell yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go follow Pete, follow his podcast, vote in the awards. You can follow me at LynBLBT, follow BrosWhoThink at BrosWhoThink. Be sure to check out all of our content on YouTube or wherever you get this podcast. And until next time, y'all have a good one and peace.
Peace.